So you made it to your 20s, or maybe you're just about there. At this age, you still have your whole life ahead of you, but this is a very important time and where many make the most crucial financial mistakes. In this video, we're going to provide a helpful list of the top things to consider to hopefully help guide you at this pivotal juncture of your financial journey. We'll talk through some of the most common mistakes made by those in their 20s, as well as some of the things I did personally to help myself along the way. So stay tuned as we're going to rapid fire through the top 20 for your 20s. So let's start the engines, counting down in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, this is AJ, your ace in the hole, and welcome to the channel where we super simplify personal finance, providing tips and life hacks for young adults and others based on real life experiences to help kickstart their financial journey. Whether you're just getting started or a parent looking for some ideas, either way, I'm here to help stack the deck in your favor. So let's get right to it. For starters, this is the first time we're doing one of these rather large list videos, so let us know if you like this approach, or if you prefer some of our earlier videos that instead take a deeper dive into more specific topics. Let me know in the comments what you prefer, as we're always looking to improve the channel. And I know these list videos can be a little quick on the draw. So in today's video, we're going to talk through some of the most common financial mistakes young adults make in their 20s. This is such a crucial time as it really starts to solidify your financial practices that you'll carry with you throughout your life. Establish a solid foundation and disciplined approach now, and you will provide yourself with the guardrails needed to achieve financial success. However, develop bad habits and you'll find yourself in an uphill battle that's really tough to overcome. Now, not to sound overly dramatic, but the fact is that if you can ingrain really good habits into your financial DNA now, you'll find yourself making the best decisions possible throughout the course of your life, and without much worry, as you simply will abide by those rules you set for yourself in all of your financial decision making. That said, we have a lot to cover, so let's get into it. To make this a little simpler, we'll categorize the list into two groups. The first group will contain those mistakes that seem harmless at first, but will become dangerous over time, whittling away at your money without you even realizing it. Death by 1,000 cuts, as they say. We'll call this the danger zone group. Founding father Benjamin Franklin once said, "Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship." This was to emphasize the importance of managing small, seemingly insignificant costs, as they can accumulate and lead to significant financial problems over time. This is precisely the type of mistakes we'll be discussing in this first group. The second group will contain much more crucial mistakes, considered red flag items that you should stop immediately or never start them to begin with, as these will definitely become hazardous to your wealth. We'll call this the red flag group. Now, don't worry, we're going to also provide some tips and even proven swap options to provide alternatives for all of these items. And finally, later in the video, we'll provide a handy guide that I'm sure you'll find helpful. Now, given the amount of content we're covering, we're going to split this list into two parts. In today's video, part 1 will cover the danger zone group, followed by the red flag group in part 2, which will be in our next video. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. So first in the series, we have the danger zone group. These are those mistakes that may seem harmless, but can really damage your finances over time. Now, these are in no particular order, but we'll start with one of the biggest financial killers, which is number 1, eating out. Eating out at restaurants, including fast food, is so common these days. This is one of the largest money drains of all, statistically speaking. An obvious swap for eating out is eating at home using planful meal prep, bulk grocery purchases, as well as utilizing leftovers, which can literally cut your food bill in half. And best of all, it's way healthier. Now, not only is eating out expensive, but number 2, food delivery service can add 40 to 100% after all the delivery fees and tips, literally pouring fuel on the fire. But if you absolutely must eat out, then the obvious swap here is to either dine in or just pick it up yourself. There's another extremely common practice these days, which is number 3, daily coffee runs. Similar to eating out, this can rack up a big tab over time. Also similar to eating out is the swap idea of just brewing at home. Using a simple French press and some to-go cups will convert mere pennies into dollars for you in savings. While we're still hovering around the topic of eating at home, another common leak in your wallet is number 4, waste in groceries. The USDA suggests that an average household wastes 30% of food purchases, with young adults leading the charge in wasted perishables. A perfect swap for this is to stick to a pre-planned list, bulk shopping only non-perishable items, and as a bonus tip, never shop when you're hungry. Research indicates that individuals increase grocery expense by $2,700 annually when shopping while hungry, spending 20% more than what they had planned. So always eat right before heading to the grocery. Next on the list at number 5 is another massive money leak, and not just for those in their 20s, and that's streaming services. These services are designed to have 1 to 2 staple shows per service to entice subscribers, and before you know it, you can't even remember all the services you've signed up with, also referred to as subscription creep. The average individual currently subscribes to 3 services, up to 5 per household, with 85% of customers having at least one service gone unused. A good swap option here is to limit yourself to 1 to 2 services per month, either pausing, rotating, or even canceling the others. The key is to not allow these to linger and forget you subscribed, which is exactly what these companies want to happen. You know it's getting bad when there's now apps you can purchase to track all of your subscription services. At number 6, we have online impulse shopping. So for this, we're not talking about general online shopping, but rather those impulse purchases. These might be those upsells that are so conveniently placed in front of you at checkout to avoid shipping charges, or from those social media ads that are so strategically presented to you throughout the day. Studies show that nearly half of all online purchases are impulse buys. A great swap for this is to implement a waiting period for making online purchases and remove your saved payment methods from online stores. If you make purchasing a little harder on yourself, you'll be less apt to spend so feverishly. This can also help protect you from online credit card theft. Next, at number 7, we have gym memberships, or shall we say unused gym memberships. Did you know that it's estimated that 67% of gym memberships are not used, resulting in approximately $397 million in wasted membership fees? While the exercise industry may absolutely love this stat, you should not. A good swap for this, believe it or not, is utilizing free YouTube workouts at home, or use pay-as-you-go classes or memberships to test your commitment level first. I personally chose a different route altogether, investing in home gym equipment instead of a gym membership many years ago. Over time, this not only pays for itself, but also saves a ton of personal time that you would otherwise waste traveling to and from the gym. This also helps with exercise consistency due to the incredible convenience of a home gym. We won't even get into the additional motivation it takes just to get out of the house to go work out. Another big hitter at number 8 is the purchase of designer brand clothing. 50% of Gen Z and millennials admit to overspending on brand name clothing for status, peer pressure, or social media appearances, with up to 40% of wardrobes rarely or never worn. Swap by avoiding trend chasing and keeping a minimalist wardrobe, buying fewer but more flexible clothing items. Beauty appointments at number 9 is another big expense for many in their 20s, and in most cases monthly. This includes haircuts, coloring, nails, and other things such as tanning and waxing. Up to 40% of these types of appointments are maintenance related. A good swap for these are simply to space appointments out less frequently, or even DIY or do it yourself at home. If possible, skip them altogether until an upcoming event that may warrant a refresh. At number 10, we have bottled water and energy drinks, of which young adults are the top consumers. This equates to $2 to $5 per day, which can amount to over $1,800 per year depending on frequency. A great swap for this is installing a home water filter and using reusable water bottles, and swapping energy drinks for homemade cold brews, all of which is cheaper and healthier. So that wraps up the Danger Zone group and gets us to the halfway point of the top 20 for your 20s list, along with a number of ideas to swap out some of these practices. Now, as promised, here's a handy guide that you can screenshot that summarizes everything we discussed today and shows the average annual savings you might realize for each. As you can see, executing on just a few of these can literally save you thousands over the course of a year. Now, if you hung in this far, be sure to stay tuned to the channel for part 2 of the top 20 for your 20s coming next as we get into the really big hitters as we tackle the red flag group, which consists of those mistakes that you should halt immediately or avoid altogether. Trust me, you don't want to miss these. They are truly some of the most important financial mistakes you will want to avoid in your 20s. So be sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that one. And most importantly, if you know anyone that might be interested in this type of content, please share the video. It's our goal to help educate and arm our future generations with the info they need to build their own financial success in life. If you're interested in more info regarding this type of content, please check out these videos here, and I hope to see you in the next one. This is AJ, your ace in the hole. See ya.